Do you ever feel like you do better in life when there's no one pushing you? Sometimes I feel like that because I have no one else to depend on, which most of the time I view that as a good thing. I'm a self driven individual, and that goes for whatever I want to do in life. As long as I put my mind to it, I always feel like I can get it done no matter what it is. And when I was younger, I always wanted to be a female rapper. I used to write songs, do shows, all that kind of stuff. But the older I got, the more I began to feel like my real calling was becoming an A&R in the music industry. And A&R stands for Artist and Repertoire. So we are the people that scout talent and find talent for labels. And like I said, when I was younger, my heart was just really set on becoming a female rapper until the age of 19, which I am now. So a few months prior to this, I would say, honestly, in January, I figured out that my true passion was becoming an A&R. I had my share of becoming an underground rapper pretty much from the age of 16 to 19, right before I found out I was pregnant. I started to realize that I just had a love for nurturing talent. So, my first big realization that I thought I wanted to be a female rapper was being in the studio for the first time, recording my very first song. It was very nerve wracking, it was a little bit intimidating, but when I got it done, in my heart, I felt like this is something I really wanted to do. I learned how to work with engineers and create my own sound as far as where I want the reverb to go, where do I want the delays, all the fun stuff like that that goes on with being in a studio session. And then next at 18, creating my first big song, Blue Strips. Most people that know me, follow me on Instagram, things like that. That was my first big song because I put such a huge budget behind it. I had the song, I had the video, we had everything to go with it. We had merchandise, everything. The team that I had, that's what we created. And honestly, after being in the studio for all those years, recording music, I found out, you know what, I think I'm really ready to perform. So my first show was at the Wiltern. It was super fun. Sold 250 tickets. People got to come out, see me, things like that. But it was hard, honestly, to get people to come out. Me and my team, we had to do a lot of putting up flyers, things like that, letting people know it was free. I got to work with dancers, which was incredibly fun. Rehearsing was a little bit different because even though this was my first performance, it was also there. So getting the dances, the choreography together, everything like that, it was very interesting. But we got it through. And after 2 years of performing at 18, I started college, the Los Angeles Film School. In the business entertainment degree program, and that's when I realized, like, you know what, I think I want to be an A&R. And at 19, that's when I took it a little bit more serious. So starting school was pretty simple. um, Everything was sort of easy. It was different though than traditional college. But then I started to realize I liked the business side more of music. So that's when I decided to put music down, and especially because I knew I have a son coming, I was like, I have to find something that's stable, something I can really do. So I started researching the things you needed to do to become an A&R. I found out those things, found out I was on a great path, and then after that I started helping artist friends that I used to have create their shows and do all the fun stuff like that, help them with their business plans, help them with their knowledge in the business. So anytime they had a success, I feel like I had a success. So honestly, looking back, I was super in love with becoming the next big female rapper. That's where my heart was, or at least that's what I thought. And then, like I said, I transitioned and learned, you know what, being an A&R, being a businesswoman is what I want to do. And sometimes you may feel like you have life all figured out, but it's never too late to explore a different career option, just like I did in my life, and you might find a career that you really enjoy better than your first choice. So that's what I learned, and now I'm on the path to becoming an A&R.